the exercise in Nasim al-Bahr. And this is exercise we hold with Saudi Arabia. Then we have institutionalized the exercise with Oman, Thamar al-Tayyib. We hold it every 2 years. And then we have exercises with the US Navy. We also have exercises with the ships which we come across. There are some ships from abroad which visit Karachi. When they are sailing out, they have a mutual exercise with our ships. So this is an ongoing process, but these exercises that I've spoken of, institutionalized exercises, are very important. They work to the benefit of both the countries, these mutual exercises. And then these multinational exercises, like we participate, we are holding ourselves this Aman exercise we talked about. We also participate in Arabian Gauntlet, for instance. This is an exercise which takes place off Bahrain. We also participate in exercise Bright Star, which takes place in Egypt. We also have participated in Kakadu, which is an exercise which was held in Australian waters. So it is, we hold these exercises in our waters. We go and attend these exercises in other countries. So this is a two-way process. But what happens is, as a result, is that the interoperability, the understanding between the navies, and obviously the goodwill that it generates benefits not only our navy but also our country.
So besides exercises, sir, in the realm of defense diplomacy, what activities does Pakistan Navy participate in?
Navy is a silent service, and one of its role during peacetime is also diplomacy. So the diplomacy is as a component of naval operations. We do that in the form of sending our flag. If we send our ship, which carries Pakistani flags in other waters, and when the ship visits another country, there is a lot of activity that takes place. There are a lot of calls arranged. There is interaction with the community, interaction with the local dignitaries. There is a visit by the local people on our ships. So there's a lot of media coverage of that, so which actually enhances the goodwill that we want to take to that country. So Pakistan Navy, we've undertaken a number of cruises, flag showing cruises, goodwill cruises to the countries in the region, not only in the region but beyond also.
I couldn't agree with you more, sir, because I've had the honor to serve as Pakistan's naval and air attaché in Saudi Arabia. And I remember the visit of one ship, we used to gain much more diplomatically than what our embassy would achieve, say, in a year.
That is true, because as in my present appointment, I get to interact with the Foreign Office and the ambassador, our ambassadors abroad. And one common theme is that why don't you send the Navy ships to, where our ambassadors are accredited, to gain that mileage, as you were talking about.
Absolutely, sir. So in the modern warfare scenario, no service fights alone, and it has to be a joint warfare. So what are the aims of Pakistan Navy as far as a joint warfare concept is concerned?
Jointness is a buzzword these days in the world. In fact, to economize on effort, to have a better understanding and smooth operations, there have to be joint operations. We have organization like Joint Staff Headquarters, which coordinates the tri-service matters, which is a very useful forum to do this. Let me also share this with you that Pakistan Navy is already participating in the anti-terrorist operations at sea as in the form of Task Force 150. But we also provided our surveillance aircraft and a contingent of the SSG to operate hand in gloves with Pakistan Army during Operation Rai Haq and Rai Najat. So Pakistan Navy was not was even seen in the mountains in the north during these very vital and very important operations, and we were very happy to say that our contribution was quite significant. So it is not only at sea but also over land, and we talked about the jointness. So it is the jointness within the armed forces which is very important, which is being done. We have very regular exercises with the Air Force together. We also have, we participate as observers with the Army, in the Army exercises. Also, there is another aspect. It is not only the jointness within the armed forces, but also with the organizations that are of common concern. For instance, the Navy works in the maritime sector. And in the maritime sector, we see a number of organizations which are operating, like the fisheries, the ports, the shipping, the anti-narcotic force, the MSA, the Coast Guard. So we share the common area. So we thought it was important that we should be able to share information with each other, so that whatever activity or whatever threat or concern when it comes to an individual's organization's notice, it should be shared with others also, so that all are better aware and be able to contribute and to be able to take action within their own domain. So we propose now, and this is we hope the legislation will come soon. We've suggested that there should be a joint maritime information organization, an organization which should share information from all these stakeholders which deal with the maritime sector, and then analyze, evaluate, and then disseminate the information for action by the individual organizations. So there's a jointness at different levels, and we are aware of this importance of this, and we are, as I said, not only working for jointness within the armed forces, but also for jointness within the organizations which deals with the same area in which we are operating.
As you know, is working towards developing a blue water navy. It's also going for nuclear submarines, nuclear operated submarines. What are the Pakistan Navy plans to meet such a threat? Because threat perception is not based upon intentions, but upon capabilities.
I agree with you. It is unfortunate that we have not been able to resolve our issues with India. The hostility continues for many reasons. What is important is that both countries must get together for the dialogue to be able to resolve these issues. But as long as the threat is there, we have to be ready to meet that threat. And we are very aware of this threat. In fact, the expansion of Indian Navy, we consider it as beyond its legitimate needs. Pakistan has always asked for a nuclear-free zone in the Indian Ocean. We believe in that. We do not want to see the Indian Ocean nuclearized. But unfortunately, now we see the Indian Navy has launched nuclear submarines in this area. Likewise, the expansion plans which they have in place show an aggressive mindset, and we are aware of it. We are doing all within our means. Obviously, we cannot enter into any kind of arms race because of the various reasons. But we must have equipment and expertise and resources in place to be able to defend ourselves should a need arise. And as I said, we are very aware of this, and we are doing all that is necessary to be able to do that. And I must here also acknowledge the support that we get from the government. The government is very aware of the maritime threat. They are very supportive of our plans. Our plans are not ambitious. They do not have an offensive bent. But certainly we should be, and we are, inshallah, capable of defending the sea frontiers.
Inshallah, sir. As a final question, I noticed, and I hope our countrymen did too, that Pakistan Navy came to the aid of our brothers, both in the earthquake of 2005 and the devastating floods of 2010. And we've also been helping out on international calamities. So a word from you, sir, in this regard.
We believe it to be our duty. If the nation needs us, we will not say that our task is only at sea. We will be where we think we can fit in. I just talked to you about being present in the mountains, fighting alongside our army in these military operations. So these floods and these storms were a calamity. a disaster in which all the organizations had to be together, all the people and the government had to be together. So to say that we would not be there is something which just doesn't enter my mind. And I'm very proud to say that we, from day one when these floods came, we were present. We rescued hundreds of thousands of people, and not only rescued them, the people, because of the assets like hovercrafts we have, we were able to bring in their belongings and some of their animals also, rescued their animals also, which was for a poor man, these is a lifetime earning.
And I believe you also provided not only medical aid, but in the rehabilitation, and Pakistan Navy has built houses for these maroon people.
So we were present from the rescue stage, then we were present when there was this relief to be provided in the camps, medical aid, rations and all. And then we are still at it, rehabilitation. I myself visited Mochokot in Sindh. I handed over 87 houses, ownership to the locals, and I was very touched when I saw the tears in the eyes of people who were receiving these keys of their houses, and they could not believe that this is their own house. It is a good model village which has not only the houses, it has a school, it has a dispensary, medical dispensary, it has an industrial home, and I have also asked my staff there to make sure that the standards that in the standard that we have set over there, it continues to be maintained in that standard. Our doctor also goes and visits that and provides that medical aid. We provide facilities in the form of teachers to make sure that the school is run properly. We are doing that also in Badin and other areas where the houses are under construction. So inshallah, we will be where we are needed. You will not see us lacking on any account, inshallah.
So viewers, with that we come to the end of this very interesting discussion. We could go on and on because the Admiral is so eloquent, and he shared with us some of the naval plans as far as the exercise is concerned, plans of development, and also he told us something which I hadn't heard before, that the Pakistan Navy participated in anti-terrorism operations along with the Pakistan Army and Air Force in the mountains of Pakistan. Pakistan Navy is also always applauded, has been applauded because it has responded to the beckon of the people when they were in a calamity or a vicissitude. We wish the Pakistan Navy very well and hope that it will continue to serve and defend the maritime frontiers of Pakistan with full vigor and remains at the apex of its vigilance. Admiral Noman Bashir, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.